If you still can't do a clean push-up, then this video is for you. I'm Nicholas, the founder of Online Calisthenics, and today we're going to talk about how to get your first clean push-up. And whether your goal is to build muscle, improve core stability, or level up your fitness game, mastering the push-up is not negotiable. It's one of the most famous bodyweight exercise and a key benchmark in any calisthenics program. So if you still struggle to do a clean rep, then no problem at all. It's definitely time to get started and use a structured way to get there. Push-ups are one of the most effective upper body exercise you can do without any equipment at all. They'll train your chest, triceps, shoulders, core, and even your glutes and legs when done correctly. And here's how to get started. First, let's do shrug push-ups or scapular push-ups. You want to start in a plank or a knee plank if it's too hard and with your arms locked out. And from this position, only move your shoulder blades, pinch them together and then push them apart. This will teach your body shoulder control, engaging your serratus anterior, and start building that push-up foundation. Do them so you get comfortable with them until you can move on to the next progression. And the next progression will be what we call the standing push-up. What you need is just a wall or a bar that's low enough so you can stand and push on it. You want to stand on your toes and do push-ups while keeping your body straight. The key is to engage your core and glutes while you push and tilt your pelvis slightly backwards as well. This will help you lock in the proper alignment from your shoulders to your toes. Once you're familiar with the standing push-up and feels that they're too easy, let's move on to the third variation, which would be an elevated knee push-up. What you want to do is place your hand on a surface that's about a foot or two, like a sturdy bench, a step, or a lower box, and lower your knees to the floor. This variation will lighten the load on your arms and shoulders while reinforcing your full range of motion. The key here is to keep your body tight while you do your reps. Don't sag your hips or arch your lower back. This is fundamental. And once you master the elevated knee push-up, we can move on to the fourth option, which is the floor knee push-up. So instead of doing those knee push-up with an elevated surface, you would move on to the floor and do the same. Form stays the same. You keep a straight line from your head to your knees with your core tight, your elbows tucked in and back. Do not flare them out during your reps. Build up to sets of 10 clean repetitions before you can move on to the next variation. Then the next step will be the elevated full push-up, and now we're getting a lot closer to the real deal. So you would only elevate your hands on a surface. The lower it is, the harder the movement. And just like in a knee push-up, you maintain full body tension and focus on clean reps with controlled tempo on each set. Controlled tempo means you want to control the descent, so go a little bit slower and then push up fast on the way up. And do that on each rep to follow proper tempo. And once you feel confident with the elevated full push-up, then you can move on to the floor push-up. That means you're ready. And when you start with the full push-up on the floor, you can start with just one solid rep with perfect form. And if that's all you have, then that's all good, and you can do one rep on the floor and then do the 9 following with elevated hands. That will be your starting point, and then you increase the amount of reps you do on the floor. Keep training until your full set can be done on the floor. This will be a major win in your calisthenics progress. And once the classic push-ups become easy, you can add harder variations like explosive push-ups, clapping push-ups, archer push-up. The sky is the limit. But don't rush. Make sure to master the basics first. Now let's get a quick recap. To get started, you want to use the variation that you can currently do without breaking the form. If your full push-up feels sloppy, then regress a step. When it comes to reps and set, you want to ideally start with 3 to 5 sets of 5 to 10 reps. You want to focus on quality over quantity always. The other way you can train them is using ladder sets. That would mean you try to descend the ladder. You would start from 10 reps for your first set, and then you would do 9 on the second set, then 8 and so on until you reach 1 rep for the last set. As far as training frequency, I recommend training your push-up at least 3 times a week when you get started. You can also add very useful warm-up drills to your push workouts. That would include planks, hollow body holds, and scapular push-ups to prep your core and shoulders for the workout. And last but not least, throughout your week, make sure that you include what we call the Big 5 calisthenics movement. As a beginner, you want to make sure that you include push-ups, pull-ups, dips, squats, and core hinge movements to all of your workouts. That would ensure that you make full body progress. So remember, you really don't need to be a professional athlete to do a clean push-up, but what you do need is to show up, follow the progression, and respect the process. Calisthenics works because it meets you where you are and then it pushes you to evolve. So each small win is very important. Each clean rep matters and is proof that you're getting stronger and more capable. So if you're ready to take your training to the next level, come train with me, join the Online Calisthenics Academy, and in the meantime, I will see you in the next video.